So today we want to go from here to Lion Rock and then God knows where else. And this will be another video where I'm drenched. I'm already sweating and we've just been doing it for like 5 minutes. How are you doing?
I feel like I've been smoking cigarettes for the past 3 weeks. And my legs.
I'm sweating. Even Amanda's sweating. Yo. We've been hiking for 10 minutes and I'm drenched. You know, it would be nice to catch like a bit of a breeze. Good joke. It's a bit of a hike, huh? Whew. Also, we've now seen a couple of different areas of Hong Kong. Hong Kong Island is personally my #1 favorite. Great location, nice people, busy but not too much, and you can just go hiking on foot. You don't need to hop in a metro or anything. You just leave your house until you reach the trail. Then I think 2 or 3 days ago we moved to Kowloon, and it's a very different spirit. Our hotel is also not in the best area, so just to walk to the metro we have to walk for 10 to 15 minutes, and it's just a very different experience. So if you get the chance to come here, I would highly recommend that you spend some of your time on Hong Kong Island. Also, right next to the airport there's some quite expensive but hotels next to the Big Buddha and the lift, and this area is also really nice. If you can spend there a night or two, I think that's also worth it. And we just passed a sign back here that said half an hour and we'll be on that peak. It's a big ass peak, huh? Let's see how my fear of heights will do up there. I wonder, is this an old weather hut where you can find refuge? You know, if the weather turns, and then you can hide in here. Looks pretty with all of the old writing. And then you're halfway up the peak to what, Line Peak, and then you have all fitness equipment strapped between the trees, like everywhere here. You see the metal rods. Hong Kong people do like to keep fit, and I love that. You can see it in the parks, you can see it hiking. Like, I feel like that we are one of the youngest people hiking actually, which is crazy. I love it, but considering where we both come from, this is not the average. If you think my t-shirt is bad sweaty, even my knees are sweaty today. How does that happen? This is probably the rockiest place we've been so far. Whew. Don't go too far, ma'am.
I have the best hiking shoes.
It goes straight down here. Don't go too far. It's funny that you can see people with dogs just dog sitting. Bye. Old people shirtless and me drenched in sweat. Why do I always end up in situations where I have to face my fear of heights? At some point it always just goes too steep. And I'm not sure if filming it makes it better or worse. So we just talked to somebody who came from the other side, because I thought this side was more steep, and she said, well, the other side is also pretty steep. So I guess there's just no good way up here without getting sweaty. How come so many places we go have some warning signs like that? Girl.
From here, the view is also.
And always Amanda needs to push. I think it's not the smartest idea. But so far she didn't hurt herself. You know, when you're young you never think about not having health insurance when you're in a foreign place. At my age this becomes much more relevant. Talking about risk averseness, I guess, or I wonder, I spent the last 6 years or so traveling, mostly in places where I don't have health insurance. So when it comes to doing risky stuff, and I don't mean paragliding, I don't mean skydiving, I basically mean, for example, climbing riskier routes without proper equipment, I guess, or yeah, just taking one step out of a ledge where I'm not confident I should be. Nowadays I choose not to do that. But because I wonder, maybe I just spend so much time in places without health insurance that when I'm in Africa and I break my leg, when I'm in Hong Kong and I break my leg, when I'm even in fucking Greece and I don't have proper health insurance that covers my Europe trip, well, I'm fucked, right? It's gonna cost me a lot of money. It will hamper my whole experience. And I deem it's not worth taking the risk. The risk reward is not there. And I wonder, does that make me boring? What do you think, Amanda?
Most people will be scared to come up here, and you just hike. And even last time we got lost in a fucking bush on a mountain.
Yeah, but that stuff I can deal with. But actually getting myself in physical harm, where there's just one step in one direction or not taking it, my risk-reward calculation tells me I shouldn't put myself in extreme danger. Which does not mean not going up here, right? Which doesn't mean not going up here. But doing like some stupid shit that I think Amanda's doing every now and then, when you're stepping out too far into like a rock where you could literally just drop for 20 meters just for one more step. That's a risk-reward calculation that it's not worth doing for me. Yeah, and I wonder, is this because I've been traveling so much? Because in Germany I'd had proper health insurance, right? I know whatever happens, somebody comes and picks me up and I don't pay. It's free basically. Which makes me a lot more tolerant to risk. But when I'm around here, like, no, I don't want to be in the hospital. I don't want to break my leg and I don't want to pay for it. Like, there's a whole deal, a whole trouble involved in that. But still I wonder, does this take off 5% of my fun? Maybe. Is it worth it from my perspective? Well, I'm talking about it, maybe I'm not sure about it. Maybe I should go all in. Maybe I should just get proper health insurance wherever I'm going. Paid a little extra. But you know, even then, why risk breaking a leg here? I mean, who's talking, right? Like, even coming up here is fairly safe. So I think when I complain about stupid shit that Amanda's doing, like really getting herself into danger, maybe it's justified. Maybe. Oh wow. This might be one of the best views of Hong Kong. Like, really. This gives you also a very good idea of how mountainy Hong Kong is. It's just such a beautiful place. Right? So just after finishing the last video, Amanda asked me if I would feel safe if she steps right on the edge here. If you have any education about mountains, you never step right on the edge if you don't know what's underneath you. It's still pretty. And also today is not so busy up here. I saw some photos on Google, I think, which was probably weekend, and people were queuing up here. And today it's not busy. How many people did we meet? Maybe 10 in total or so, and like 5 dogs.
Yeah. I think you're
Just
supposed
bite it.
to eat with the skin.
Yes. How hot?
It's like eating.
It tastes like peach.
That's how peach tastes like.
Maybe a bit sour. A bit, but not crazy.
Well, it's really good.
From here you can also see the temple of 10,000 Buddhas. It's right on this side here. Also, the last 2 days we spent mostly in the city shopping, relocating to our new apartment, which is the Dorset in Mong Kong, I believe it's called. Yeah, I don't know, filming in the city for me is a bit weird. It's just so busy. And it's not so interesting if you ask me. And it's possible to walk here, go up here, go down and all the way to here. And I think that this area over here is also part of the Maclehose Trail. I think it's Maclehose 3 or 4, if I'm not wrong. And now I actually wonder if this is also part of the Maclehose Trail. Also another fun fact. I love Hong Kong milk tea. But it makes you fat. Don't drink it. It's not good. We've been hiking so much here and I thought like I'm gonna lose weight. But I drank like 10 liters of Hong Kong milk tea every day. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Amanda keeps making fun of the level of wetness that I have on me, in me. Literally all the way down to my pants. Everybody else seems to be doing fine. I think we officially made it. Amanda.
Mucklow Street.
Yeah, see, it is part of it. But I'm not sure if this is part of the Mucklehose Trail. I think the Mucklehose Trail actually... Mucklehose Trail starts from here. I don't think this is part of it. So if you do the Mucklehose Trail, you won't be here, I'm sorry. But also, Amanda, you wanna go back here?
Yeah,
Really? How much?
so much.
就掉地上，对对对。前我也是搁个皮兜里，但是我一也是搁个想起来了，拿出来了。这好家伙，直接就滴噜噜噜噜就掉去了。
Now, we have the choice between Beacon Hill, Lion Rock, and Sha Tin Pass. We actually want to go to Sha Tin Pass and go to the monastery or the temple and buy some drinks because we're out of drinks. I mean, I can always rinse my t-shirt. But I thought there would be the Mucklehose Trail also. You think it's this? Ah. This is the Mucklehose. This symbol means that you're on the Mucklehose Trail. I guess they don't have specific signs that tell you that. We forgot to buy more drinks, so we have to go back to the city.
Is it another snake?
I didn't hear it moving, so probably it was a snake. I love mountain running.
Me too.
We are still running out of water and we hope at the car park up here at the toilets they have some drinks for us. But this one is steep as hell, yo. So if you go for Lion Peak, be sure you have enough drinks with you, because going here is still quite a distance. Shout out to Paddy Doyle, I think he was here a year ago, and he at least gave me the idea of walking the Mucklehose Trail. And we are back on another jungle trail. So surprisingly, this is still part of the Mucklehose Trail. I thought this part on Mucklehose would be a bit more boring, but it's actually a beautiful trail. This looks like an old bunker. So there are quite a lot of bunkers around here. When Hong Kong fought the British, they built quite a lot of bunkers. So I think I read one of the signs that there are like 200 pillboxes or something like that around here. So initially what I thought is a pillbox, now we came across another one. but this one is really modern, it feels like. And it does look a lot more like a proper shrine. So we just came at the end of this trail, which is Lion Rock War Relics Trail. And if you read down here, it actually contains of pillboxes, direction slabs, trenches, military caves and blockhouses. So I still wonder, the places that we saw that look like temples or shrines, they do look a lot like pillboxes, but I'm still not sure. Also, I saw that there's one more. But this one is really small compared to the other ones that have like this pillbox shape. Maclehouse section 4 starts here. Let's go. And then all of a sudden you end up in the middle of an oasis. Hong Kong is just so pretty. I didn't know Maclehouse Trail was so pretty. The videos that I saw, a lot of the videos I saw, they were filming like on the road and stuff like that, where it's easy to walk. But views like this, maybe it just doesn't translate well on camera, but it's really pretty. Today we've been hiking for 14 kilometers right now. If you want to do the Maclehouse Trail, where we still currently are on, you have to do between 25 and 34 kilometers each day. Yeah, it's kinda intense, but also we only do like a couple of hours. We start fairly late, and I guess if you go camping along the way, you will start at 6 or 7 in the morning, because this is when the sun comes up. Yeah, so you have a bit more time, but the views are the same. Also, I have decided already that we'll come back and hike this one. This peak looks amazing. What's noteworthy for the Maclehouse Trail, unlike other parts in Hong Kong, here you have no or not a lot of refill stations. So be prepared, bring a lot of water. I guess you have some refill stations at the campgrounds, but other than that, it's really just a rural trail, at least number 4 where we are on right now. And so far I think, have you seen a single water station along the way? Nope. Me neither. So be prepared for that. You know, I was just looking at the nice view and Amanda spotted this one.
I got it.
Do you think it's edible? Amanda will give it a test.
We're in Hong Kong, so it could be edible. They have interesting fruits.
So today we have 6 or more hours of hiking again, and we are now roughly at like 15 kilometers or so. Yeah, coming back to Maclehouse. If you want to do Maclehouse Trail, you really need to do like 25 to 33 kilometers in that range. So you can finish it in like 3-4 days, which is quite a big trip. Nice view. Nice. Are you ready for Disneyland?
I am so ready.
Guess where we're going?